There was one patient in particular that hit very close to home with me. His name was Jim, and he was a home patient of mine. I would go into his home twice a week in the beginning, and he really, that's all he wanted at first. He just wanted a nurse. He was very independent. He went out and he would run errands throughout the day. He enjoyed going to Costco and places, and so I would go to his house and we would talk about his Costco runs, and we would always end the visit and he would give me a hug and tell me that he loved me and have a blessed day. And these visits kind of continued, and we built this relationship of friendship. And as Jim started to decline, it definitely started taking a toll emotionally because of this friendship that we had built together. And he ended up accepting a CNA onto his service because he knew that he was starting to struggle. He was starting to become weaker, and he was needing just a little bit more assistance. So another very important part of Jim's case was that his wife was also on our service as well. And so we had both husband and wife on, and it was very emotionally, a very emotional situation for everybody on Jim's case, because he was very, very upset about his wife being on service, but then also trying to be strong in his own disease process and trying to understand that he would probably be passing away before his wife would. So as Jim started to decline, all of us started to feel that emotion weighing on us pretty heavily. And in his last days, we went to have a care conference with Jim and his family in the home, and that day Jim knew he was going to die when we were all there. And so he expressed that to all of us, and everybody that he loved was there. And we had, it was very important to his family that he was able to say goodbye to his wife, who was not in the home. And so we were able to FaceTime Jim with his wife, and he was able to say that he loved her. And it makes me very emotional because Jim was so wonderful. So we were able to FaceTime him, and he was able to say goodbye. And after that, Jim was unresponsive, and it was just that final piece that he needed to be able to let go. And he ended up passing away that night, and he was ready. And so it's one of those cases that touches you, and and it was a very difficult case for everybody, and we all love Jim so much. And so that's one that, it's another one of my whys on why I love hospice so much, because you find that you have these families and these patients that you just fall in love with, and you can make a difference, and you make a difference in their families and their lives as well.